Hi, this is Christopher Spera for iTechGear.org, and I've got a very special unboxing today. We are going to go ahead and take a look at the M2 MacBook Air. Now, I haven't opened this thing, all right? The box, this is the box that it shipped in. The retail box with the cellophane is inside. I haven't opened this yet. This is the Midnight Blue M2 with the 10 core GPU, so the better processor, as well as 24 gigabytes of RAM and a 512 gigabyte SSD. Now, with that bigger SSD, it will not have the problems that the 256 gigabyte SSDs do with the noted lower performance. So this should be probably just as good, if not better than either my, dare I say, M1 Max MacBook Pro with some things. All right. But definitely better than any of the other Airs that I have. Where I have an Intel Air, a 2015 Intel Air, and then I have a 2021, which is a 2020 model M1 MacBook Air. This is the Air, the one Air to rule them all. So let's go ahead and dig in. We'll see what's in the box. We'll take a look at the new form factor, compare it to the Intel Air that you just saw me move, and then we'll go ahead and get into some other things. All right, so here we go. All right, there's that. And the nice thing about this, it's minimal packaging, which I think is really kind of cool as far as the shipping box is concerned. It's very easy to get into. So, so this is the retail box, and it just got the side view of the new Air showing off the new form factor. All right, 13.6 inches, 24 gigabytes of RAM, half terabyte hard drive, or SSD. There's nothing on any of the sides except the words MacBook Air. All right, so you see nothing else, and then there's some barcodes and whatnot on the back. All right, so let's go ahead and rip it open and see what we've got. All right. Thankfully, Apple's got the tab that you get on all of their boxes now. Makes it easier to open everything. So let's sort of turn this around so that it opens up the right way. So it comes off all recycled paper, very nice, very sturdy box, as you come to expect. Now, what you see when you open this thing up, covered in cellophane, all right, with a tab here to pull it out, and it does take up the entire box. It's interesting that there's this impression here. You can kind of sort of see it. I'm not sure what that is for, what that means, if that's the bottom of the unit or not. So we'll take that out all right, we'll take that out. Since this is the big mamu, I'm going to put it aside just for a minute, make you wait just a little bit more. So inside the box, all right, you've got the everything else packet, all right. This will have warranty and other sort of safety information, etc. All right, and then you have welcome to MacBook Air, some diagrams. All right, tells you on the right side it's got a headphone jack. It's got on the left side it's got the MagSafe 3 port, as well as two Thunderbolt 4 USB 4 ports on it. So it's over here. All right. giving you just a couple of who's what's on which end is up. There is another piece that's in here. See if I can get it out without destroying everything. All right. There should also be, and there appears to be, trying to figure, there they are. So here, I don't know if these are midnight blue or if they are black, but they're two Apple stickers on there. I had heard that they were supposed to be the same color as the unit, so these should hopefully be truly midnight blue. They look black. All right. The other piece of information that I have here looks to be safety and or warranty related. It's too small for me to read. Looks like safety information. Yep, safety and handling. Okay. So we will put all this back. All right. All of this back into the envelope so that it will be there for us for later. We're going to look at the box again. So what underneath the everything else was the AC charger. All right, and of course you see the appropriately color coordinated MagSafe 3 cable. Now, interestingly enough, it does have a white end and not a midnight blue end on the USB or Thunderbolt 4 side, but the actual Thunderbolt port side is midnight blue. All right, so that is there. All right, wrapped up very nicely. All right, and then this, the only thing remaining in the box is the smaller 2-port power adapter. Now, the nice thing about this, again, this is all MagSafe 3. All right. This is the 37 watt, I believe it's 37, port. Now, interestingly enough, this just kind of goes in the socket like that. And then on the bottom, there are 2 Thunderbolt 4, USB-C related ports. Now, what would have been nice with this is since the plug is back here and kind of goes like that, would have been nice to have them here as opposed to here. Just a little bit easier to mess with and no necessarily angle or torque on the cord. But this is the smaller of the two. I clicked left when I should have clicked right on this. I did not want this. I actually wanted the larger 6765 watt AC adapter. Unfortunately, got this one instead. And that's my fault for not pulling the right one. But what are you gonna do? So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to see if I can't wrap this back up because I likely will not use it. I don't have the space on the AC plugs on my desk, number one. And number two, I have better chargers. I'm also going to leave this MagSafe cable in here for now. Let us go ahead and get to the good stuff. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it over here. So here is the actual MacBook Air. All right. So this is that round circle was on the top. All right, because there are feet on the bottom. So let's go ahead. We'll turn this over, and we will carefully detach. All right. Now, this is a very, very nice, very matte finished MacBook Air, and there's the glare a little bit, helps you see the blue sheen in the midnight blue. Now I am assuming that all of the reports on this thing are that it is a fingerprint magnet, and from just touching it I can see the two thumbprints that I have on this are already showing. So I kind of sort of barely brushed my thumbs across this, and yes, whoomp, there they are. So let's go ahead though, put the wrapper over here, and let's take a look at this. And this is flat on. All right, so there you see the MagSafe 3 and the two Thunderbolt 4 ports. Nothing on the back. On the right side, you see the one headphone jack there, and then on the front also nothing, just a place to go ahead and open it up, but flat on all the way around. Very, very much like the new 16 and 14 inch MacBook Pros that are out. All right, but when you hold it up next to the previous versions, all right, let me get this right. All right, you see the definite, gosh knows, Christopher, come on. You see the definite difference in form factor. This one's the bottom, the silver's the 2015 Intel Air, and it's definitely teardropped. Let's go ahead, all right, and see what we can do here. Now these are both facing the same way. All right. Now this is a 13-inch MacBook Air, 2015 Intel MacBook Air, and the 2022 MacBook Air. And I want to show you this because this is really telling. All right. This tells you and shows you how much bezel there really is on this doggone thing. Look, all right, compared to the newer Air, the new baby has much less bezel, and that's where all of the extra space is coming from. We look at the sides, though, you can definitely see the form factor difference. Both showing the power side, MagSafe 1 versus MagSafe 3, bottom to top. One USB port, the headphone jack on the other side, and compared to the new 2022 Air, just the MagSafe port and two Thunderbolt ports on the other side, and you'll see the difference in sort of space. I've got a USB. What do I got? Oh, I have one mini display port. I've got mini display port, and I've got a USB-C, and then a SD card slot. So this whole thing is I mean, the form factors are completely different, but you can see the definite taper. All right, from very, very thin to much thicker. The teardrop is a little bit, and the camera's backwards. That's why I'm having trouble with everything here. You can definitely see the form factor shape, and with the form factor size difference, I mean, you're carrying the same size screen, but with much less shell. So it's going to be easier and lighter to carry, and hopefully, all right, will be a lot. Well, actually, will be a lot more powerful than the i7 that's in here. But what's going to be really cool about this is that with the new M2 architecture and the unified memory, this thing's going to be super quick. All right, it's going to be super fast. It's going to be much more beneficial. And like I said, even with the smaller form factor, the screen appears to be bigger due to the, excuse me again, due to the bezel sizes that are much smaller on the new unit. But this is Christopher Spera with the new M2 MacBook Air, 512 gigabytes, 24 gigabytes of unified memory, and the newer processor. I'm going to be putting this through its paces. You will have seen or heard us speak about these in the iTech Gear Weekly. Please stay tuned for to that, as well as the site, as there should be more on the M2 Air coming to iTech Gear shortly. Again, Christopher Spera with the new M2 MacBook Air in midnight blue.